For last few months I have been struggling to move forward with the research for this film I am making. Actually, this journey started about a year and a half back. I was in US and Dr. Surinder Kaul met me and he said, I meet lots of people, but why nobody talks about our story? So I said, at that time I didn't know so much. I knew like anybody else, perhaps more than most of the people, but I didn't know the details of things. And he narrated a couple of incidents to me. And it's been almost 18 months. And I have been in tremendous pain. In fact, I was listening to a story and I still have tears, and my assistants know. Every time I open my laptop and I begin to write, I have not been able to write more than 2-3 pages. Because I start writing and I start crying. And I don't cry because of the loss of the people who died. It's not those events, those incidents that makes me cry. It makes me cry because I cannot believe that it's been 30 years and a person like me who reads everything, who researches everything, who studies everything, and I didn't know nothing. I mean, it's a shame on what kind of indifferent society we have started living in. This is a collective failure. It's not a story of just the loss. It's a story of a total collapse of the national character and social fabric. What are we proud of? I am not into politics, though I talk a lot about politics, but I am not a politician. I am an artist, I am a creative person. My job is to tell stories. I have also told very mediocre stories because ये चलता है, जो चलता है हम लोग करते रहते हैं. And what happens in that process is that we start supporting wrong narratives. For example, the media. When earlier I have also been to lots of TV channels and I have also participated in these debates with Sushil Pandit and Ashok and lots of people, and I have also spoken like an activist. But today I don't do that. If you notice, I have stopped going to any TV channel. Absolutely. Because when you create too much of noise, then politicians immediately jump onto that and they hijack the narrative. Once politicians hijack the narrative, then the narrative becomes clinical, then the debate becomes clinical. Then the loss and the pain, people can't feel it. This is not a tragedy only of Kashmiri Pandits. It's a total failure. I don't know what was destined, why it happened, why we are so indifferent. I announced this film long time ago, in fact before 370 came into being. When I said, okay, I am making this film, do you know the only thing people tell me, nobody tells me, you are doing a good job. Nobody says, yes, this story must be told. The only thing people tell me, Vivekji, please be safe. Every single person, my assistants are here, ask them, every single person other than the Kashmiri Pandits and Kashmiri Hindus, whoever I have met in this country, right from the topmost people in this country to the lowest of the strata, the only thing people tell me is, Vivekji, be safe. And that hurts me a lot. If tomorrow I am going to talk about the loss of my father, my brother, my cousins, my family, so why do I have to be safe? And I have decided this is what I am going to change. Nobody in 30 years, no filmmaker, no story writer, no journalist, no essay writer wrote this story of loss and pain and a total demolition of an institution called Kashmiri Pandits, because this Kashmiri Pandit is not about Brahmanism, it's not about Brahmanism. You have to understand one thing, that all the top scholars of this country went to study in Kashmir. It's like going to Harvard, the cream of the society. Like in Boston, I've been to Harvard and they call them Boston Brahmins. Similarly, you look at it like the best of the minds of this country without getting into caste and creed, because the most abused word. The best of the minds. went there, and the people who excelled in that, they stayed back, and rest came back after their studies. Those people are Kashmiri Pandits. It's like taking the nectar out of the ocean. ये भारत के ज्ञान और विद्या का कपाल है और उसको डिस्ट्रॉय किया गया. And nobody did nothing. When I started talking to all these politicians today, they take flags and they say we are with Kashmiri Hindus. I won't take names, but I actually asked them. They said no, at that time, we were fighting Mandal Commission and we were busy with this and that. This is a story which must be told. Today, if you go and type Jew genocide, you will find thousands of documentaries, so many movies, right from Steven Spielberg to the very amateurish people have made movies on that. There is some videos, interviews, so many things. And war crime stories, we have no documented record of this thing. So I just want to tell you two things. It's become my life mission. And I'm not just making a movie, so just don't be under this illusion that I am a filmmaker who is making a movie. I'm not doing that. I'm doing lots of things. I'll tell you what I'm doing first. Government has failed to record war crimes. So I have decided as a citizen, we are forming a tribunal where we are going in every corner of the world and we are recording on camera the story of every single victim and their families. Wherever you are in the world, we are going and recording. At the end of it, we'll have 500,000 documented stories in video format so that for next 100, 200 years, the world knows what happened with us. The second thing I am doing is making the film based on that. Third thing which I am doing is making a web series because all the youth and young people are on digital media. And that is, I'm making a 2-3 part series right from the history to the loss, what happened, and the story of the real fight, how nobody picked up gun, nobody became violent, and with their knowledge, education, and the peaceful way, how you have come about again, and as a society and as a group, how we have survived. So it's a story of survival, struggle, and success. And the fourth thing which I am doing is the fourth thing which I am doing is I am writing a book on that. Okay, not the book. A lot of people have written personal books. A lot of people have written what they have seen. I am not doing that. But I am just recording it so that globally in the future, 30 years from now, nobody says, oh, nobody did nothing. So I am doing, and I have, मैं फकीर filmmaker हूँ. So it's not that anybody is giving me monies or I am some big corporate. I am not doing it for personal thing. This I am doing whatever we have. All the research we are doing, we run a NGO called I Am Buddha Foundation. I am going to US, UK, Germany, everywhere, recording people. कुछ लोग कहते हैं अच्छा सर गाड़ी ले लो, ड्राइव के लिए ले लो, कोई कहता है हमारे घर में रुक जाओ. Like that I am making it. We are putting in our own money. So, but I can't make it alone. I need your support. And a lot of, I know everybody is busy, हम function में मिलते हैं, हम कहते हैं हाँ help करेंगे, फिर अपने अपने रास्ते निकल जाते हैं. But I am asking you to help me in one thing. Just connect me with people who have real stories. जैसे आपकी story है टपलू जी, it's very important story. People must listen to it first hand. In Tashkent files, if you see, we filed 32 RTIs. Government just sent one letter every single time. We have no documents whatsoever. So then I appealed to people. I said, you help me with research. And that opened a world to me. And it's not just Shastriji's death, but the politics after that, everything came into being. So we have made a film. And now a documentary we have made on that. And a book is also coming out. So I am trying to tell this story to the world to the bestest of my abilities, whatever I can do. But I need your support. So please connect with me like I come to Canada. If you know any 10, 15 people, I'll come at my cost. Nobody has to bother. I'll come record all of them. My only dream is that this film and all these things put together should create a counter narrative People have to understand. See, Ram had to go to Vanvas, Pandavas had to go to Vanvas, even Gandhi had to struggle a lot. No fight is easy. For 10 years, when I made the film in 2010, and then they isolated me from the industry and I had no support and there was only darkness around me. I know how it feels, but I kept fighting. I went on and on and on and on without violating any kind of social or political or legal code. And in the end, I promise you, the light comes. You see the light. आपने कभी सोचा था कि 370 चला जाएगा? Right? Nobody had thought. मुझे जितने भी कश्मीरी लोग मिले, उनने कहा हमारे जीते जी. मैंने 18th February को, on 18th February, I started a campaign just like that because I had gone to shoot in Kashmir. We were making a show called Bharat Ki Baat. So I was shooting there in Dal Lake. And there was a small girl called Jannat. मोदी जी ने भी उसका नाम लिया, वो कुछ ब्रांड एम्बेसडर है डल लेक की बिकॉज शी लव्स डल लेक. तो आई इंटरव्यूड हर, वहीं बात कर रहा था एंड आई रियलाइज दैट दिस गर्ल हैज़ नो आइडिया दैट शी इज़ पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया. सिमिलरली मेरा ड्राइवर जो गाड़ी चलाता था, ही वॉज वेयरिंग बिग रेड शूज़. तो मैंने ऐसे हंसी मजाक में से बोला, अरे बड़े अच्छे जूते हैं, कहाँ से लिए? ही सेड फॉरेन गया था तो लाया. तो मैंने कहा ये ड्राइवर है क्या, बैंकॉक चला गया होगा 10-20 हज़ार रुपये इकट्ठा करके किसी के उस पर. तो मैंने कहा कहाँ, थाईलैंड से लाए? कहता ना मैं एक बार दिल्ली गया था, वहाँ से लाया. सीरियसली आई एम टेलिंग यू. मैंने बहुत शूट किया कश्मीर में इन लास्ट 2-3 years एंड दैट्स व्हेन आई डिसाइडेड that it's very important 370 should go. So 18th February this year I started a campaign. I said give me 1 lakh signatures, I'll send it to PMO, and in no time I had 3-4 lakh signatures, you know, and ultimately it's gone. इसी तरह से अभी आप ये मत सोचिए 10 साल लगेंगे. मैं आपसे कह रहा हूँ एक बार नैरेटिव क्रिएट होगा. एंड सिनेमा इज such a powerful medium. You can't imagine the power of cinema. How do you know about Jew genocide? Because you have seen Schindler's List, you have seen movies like that. That's how you know about it. Now the next generation, India mein nobody knew about Shastri. My own son didn't know that Shastri was the Prime Minister of India. Today every child knows about Lal Bahadur Shastri. You know, everybody knows that there was something wrong with it. So it's a very powerful medium. Together we'll do it. Just connect me. If you have any photographs, you have old articles, any kind of information you have, please send it to me. Not individually, you can connect with somebody, या तो आप शक्ति जी या आपके थ्रू या किसी के थ्रू, 2-3 लोग के थ्रू. Please send it to me. I promise you that after this film, the world, the entire world, internationally, they will understand that this tragedy is as big a, as severe, as intense a tragedy as the Jew genocide. This is my promise to you. So thanks for calling me. I'm sorry मैंने थोड़ा प्रोग्राम इसलिए चेंज करा दिया because I'm suddenly, I have little high fever and I'm little shivering also. But I had to come here because I wanted to make a personal contact with you. In November, I'm going to US, Canada, UK and Germany. If you know anybody there, please connect me with them. One of my team is interviewing the real victims in Jammu, the camps, in Delhi, different camps. Then we are going to Pune. And if you think we need to go anywhere, if there is a big community and the first hand, जिनके साथ सबसे अधिक अत्याचार हुआ है, अगर आप मुझे उन लोगों से, if you can put me in touch with them, I'll be obliged forever. Thank you. And on this day, I pray for the peace, harmony and brotherhood. I hope that the patience and the peaceful things which you have shown to the world becomes inspiration, not just for Kashmiri Hindus or Pandits, it becomes inspiration for the humanity as such. Thank you very much.